Welcome back to another episode of RecNation. In this episode, we go on a trail ride with Southern Wisconsin Guided Trail Rides. They offer 4 trail rides throughout the year, 2 in the spring in Hillside, Wisconsin, 2 in the fall in Middleton, Wisconsin. This is the last one of the year in Middleton, Wisconsin. And here you can see the parking lot area is a field where you first pull in, and this is where you will stage your vehicles based on group number. This is the check-in area. I was able to check in and then sign up for your groups. All the trails are marked. You can see the trail markings there. And on that farm, there are restrooms and a lunch that you can purchase. Here's the lunch menu. You can see the brats and barbecue were really good. Overall, it's not too expensive. Plus, it goes to a good cause, St. Peter Catholic Church. Let's get to the ride. You're on board here. This is the 2009 Polaris 800 X2 Sportsman. I also had a camera on the CF Moto, but I was having camera issues where it kept cutting in and out on the camera. So we'll spend most of the time on board the Polaris here. They call this a guided trail ride because you go out in groups. Typically, they limit it to 100 vehicles per ride. This was the last ride of the year. They had 103 people signed up. And they try to group it by vehicle type and by riding ability. So they'll group the motorcycles together, dirt bikes, ATVs, and UTVs. UTVs, they have 2 groups, a fast group and a slow group. And if you're riding with other individuals and you have different vehicles, you can be in the same group together. So in this case, you can see we're in the UTV group, but there are dirt bikes and ATVs within that group because everyone was trying to ride the same group together. For UTVs, they had a fast group and a slow group. Being this was our first time here, I wasn't sure how fast was or how slow was. So to err on the side of caution, we did sign up for the slow group. This is sponsored by a gentleman named Dan. He's a very nice gentleman. I spoke to him about the reason for this event. And he kind of gives people an opportunity in southern Wisconsin to get out on their vehicles and do some riding. There's not a lot of places open to the public in southern Wisconsin for riding, so this just gives them an opportunity to do so. The course here is about 25 miles. It goes through different farm fields and woodlots. It's all private land. It's on 30 different parcels of land. There is a cost associated with signing up for the trail rides. It's $60 for a driver, $20 for a passenger. And the money they collect for the ride goes back into the landowners to pay for any damages to be repaired or if there's any crop loss due to all the vehicles riding on their trails. But the $60 does cover your ability to ride on this private property. You can do as many loops as you can get done in that time frame. The ride starts at 10 a.m. with a short break between 11:30 and 1 for lunch, and you continue into the afternoon until 4 p.m. We got one loop done before lunch, and we went out and did another one after lunch. Kind of a funny story. So again, typically they allow 100 vehicles. They had 103 here, but they did not have enough guides sign up to volunteer to lead the groups. So in this case, I was actually asked by Dan if I wanted to be a guide, and I said sure. He went through the different rules needed to be a guide and the different rules for driving on to the properties here. And there is a wood lot that has a horse trail, so you got to be very careful and go slow through that wood lot where you're not clear on the horse trails. There's another property where we had to use the residents' driveway to get back out to a road, and you just had to go really slow through that area. But essentially, being a group leader, meant that you had to work with your group and make sure everyone made it around safe and that stayed together. Again, I was the group leader here. My son on the ATV here, he was actually in the tail gunner. He kind of brought up the back and made sure that no one got left behind. Overall, the weather was beautiful out that day. We started off, it was warm and partly cloudy. As the day went on, it did kind of get a little cool. It clouded over and the wind picked up. It was still great riding weather. We had a blast. The trails are really, really good. There was a good mix of farm fields and woodlots. In this video, I just want to kind of show you a couple of clips of what the trails look like. Altogether, it took us about an hour, a little over, to go through and do one whole entire loop. I will put together a video for that if you want to see one entire loop of the trails here in Middleton for the Southern Wisconsin guided trail rides. But again, this video I just wanted to kind of capture some of the different trails and let you guys see what it looks like. This is our first time here, and I will definitely be coming back to do it again. This was a lot of fun. People here were all really friendly. People riding on the trails were courteous. If you happen to run into a group that was riding slower or faster than you kind of move over and let the other group get through. I really didn't see anyone doing any kind of reckless driving or getting out of hand or anything like that. So, and the trails are well marked, so everything was safe. If there was any kind of caution, it would be marked as a caution. So you knew that there was something coming up you had to pay special attention to. So, if you want more information about these trail rides, you can look it up. You can Google Southern Wisconsin Guided Trail Rides, or you can find them on Facebook. I found them on Facebook. To sign up, you answer about 9 different questions. Email it over to Dan, and he gets you on the list. You show up the day of the event, pay your entry fee, and then you're free to ride. It doesn't require any special stickers or registrations or anything like that. Just at an entry fee of $60 per driver, $20 per rider. Watch the Facebook page there. They'll be posting when next year's rides for 2024 come up. Again, there'll be 4, 2 in the spring, 2 in the fall. Hill Point, Wisconsin, or Middleton, Wisconsin. Hopefully you liked this week's video. Thanks for watching. Join us again for another episode of RecNation. Have a good day.